So I've sold over $1 million in products in the past 2 years of selling online, and have also helped hundreds of people start and scale their businesses profitably and hit their first 5 to 10K months profit. And let me tell you, if you're still trying to make money by reselling products, cheap products from China, doing drop shipping, you're missing out big time. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why the traditional dropshipping model just doesn't really work as good as, 2016, 2017, 2018. And I'm also going to introduce you to a superior model that can get you to your first 10, 20, 30, even 50K months profit. Just like my student Jason over here that was able to hit his first $10,000 in his first 30 days of starting this model. So if you stick around until the end of this guide, I'm going to introduce you to a model that can make you money probably by the end of this week, not months. And just for context, and you guys know, just a couple of years ago, I was in the exact same position. I was working at the community college financial aid center, door dashing every single day, trying drop shipping. I tried to put money in trading, and just nothing seemed to actually stick for me. I was watching hours of YouTube videos just like these. I was editing stuff on CapCut. I was trying to go viral with some random product that nobody loved, trust. Nobody even wanted to buy these products. Eventually, after so much failure, I realized that it wasn't the amount of work I was putting in. It wasn't my work ethic. It wasn't that I wasn't talented or anything like that. It was just that I was in the wrong vehicle. So the biggest issues with dropshipping is that you're competing in thousands of stores in a super saturated market. Plus, right, because I have multiple people doing e-com right now, and you're only gonna see all the good parts that they say about it, right? Organic that's not even a business, right? You don't have a repeatable system that could make you money every single day or every single month. You're depending on the algorithm to pay for your bills, right? You cannot move out of your parents' house, or you cannot sustain a family depending on the algorithm on your Instagram or TikTok accounts to go viral. That just doesn't make sense, right? You're running ad campaigns with zero experience and no brand trust, right? If you do no organic dropshipping and you go straight into just paid dropshipping, that's cool, right? It's an actual system, but the thing is you need tons of capital, because if you have no experience running brands for, running any ads, you're just going to be dumping money into products that people don't know, love, and trust. But with Amazon, right, there's 10x less competition, because most sellers don't even know about this. Because most people, when they think about Amazon FBA, they think about private label, which is, I don't recommend to do that either as a beginner. Because let's just say you're doing Amazon private label, you have to grab a product from China, you have to brand it, bring it over to the US, send it to the fulfillment centers, learn how to run ads on that product. And I'm just thinking, right, when I first started my online business, I have to learn sales, I have to learn marketing, I have to learn, logistics. I have to do all of these skills, right, just to make 3, 4, 5, 10K month profit. So I was looking at this and I'm like, maybe working for someone else, or maybe working a job isn't so bad. But then that's when I realized arbitrage, right? The thing with arbitrage is that you're just grabbing name brand products that already sell thousands of times a month, and you're just getting on those listings that sell. And the thing with these listings is people know the brand, they love the brand, and they trust the brand. So you're not trying to bring any traffic. All you're basically doing is getting a product from one website, whether it's Walmart, Target, or even in store, or you're reaching out to a wholesaler or a distributor. You're grabbing the products for low enough cost to resell for the high on Amazon, right? And with this, I didn't have to worry about any marketing, and I didn't have to worry about any sales. So it's like I'm only focusing on one skills, and you could scale this to 6 figures a month. You could scale this to 150K a month. You could scale this to 200K per month, because you're not trying to get all of these skills and put it into one thing, right? And as a beginner, right, it just made the most sense to me. Don't just take my word for it. Let me show you guys an example of a profitable product that can make you a couple extra $100 or a couple $1,000 every single month. So this is an example of one of the listings that we get on over here. It's selling for $70, right? It sells 500 plus times every single month. And if you see over here, using our softwares, we're using SellerAmp and Keepa. These are two softwares that cost $25. I can look at this data and see if this item is profitable or not, right? And the biggest thing is we're not sourcing this product from China. We're sourcing this product from a US company over here. And we can see, right, we're getting this product in a 3-pack for $45 over here. But you can see if we do auto ship, we could save 20% off on here, 20% off over here, and we're gonna get it for $29.95. So if we go over here and we go after tax and everything over here, we can go, our buy cost is $36 over here. But if we go to $36 over here and we sell it for $70, that's $15 profit, 42% ROI, and this product sells 500 plus times a month. And this is an example of just one profit, the most random products, right? The most random products, you could grab them for the low and resell them for the high on Amazon. And I'm not playing any guessing games. I can see for the past, 2-3 months over here, this product has been selling consistently for 70, 60, it dipped down, but now the product is doing good. And you can see, right, sales, we can know the sales, we can know the offer count. We have all the data on this product to understand that we're not going to lose money with this, product. But the thing is, if you get your storefront with 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 of these ASINs in your storefront, right? 30 of these ASINs, this is the most sustainable way to get your first 10, 15, 20K per month profit without playing any guessing games. Now that you kind of understand and you saw one of the profitable products, what are some actionable steps that we could actually take to make money literally next week? So the number one thing you're going to do is you're going to set up your account and get the software. Right? That's pretty easy. The softwares that we looked at over there, it's the one of them is going to be a profit calculator. It's going to help us understand our numbers. And then the second one is going to be Keepup, right? That's going to be the most important software because that is where we're making our decisions backed by data. We never want to play any guessing games. When we make a purchase on profitable inventory, we need to make sure that it's backed by the data and we know that it's going to sell 100% of the times. So when you're getting these products over here, you're setting up your account, you're setting up your softwares. Obviously, you're going to get the Amazon seller account. That should probably take you, let's go to Amazon Seller Central. This is going to be the number one thing over here. And with the Amazon Seller Central, right, creating an Amazon seller account, this is about $40 and it takes you I think 24 to 48 hours to get approved. I remember when I first started, it took about a week. The verification was kind of crazy, but it's kind of crazy how Amazon, has so much trust for the third-party sellers and they're able to let you sell on their platform. But next, we're going to get to how do we actually acquire these products, right? We're going to get these products from retailers like Walmart, Target, or you could reach out to distributors and suppliers. I wouldn't recommend that just starting out right now because it just doesn't make the most amount of sense. We want you to get proof of concept. We want you to start sourcing, which I'm going to show you guys in my other videos in depth. And if you guys are wondering, hey, how can I source, right? I have so many resources on that right here. But it's a very simple process over here. Just set up your account, get your software started, acquire the products by buying them after you source them with the profitable inventory. And after that, right, you could get ungated. So I have to talk about ungating because this is where most Amazon sellers quit. This is the biggest bottleneck with the business. But to really understand ungating, right, and to really make sure that, you really understand it and you could take actionable steps throughout this, what we're going to do is there's two different states of being able to sell a product on Amazon. You're either ungated or you're not ungated. So most of the times when you start your Amazon seller account, you're probably not going to be ungated in 80 to 85% of the products, but that's totally okay, right? That's on purpose. Amazon does that to weed out the sellers that aren't really that serious. So a way we're going to get over that is we're going to get documentation from the products that we're buying. So let's just say we bought from that website that I was showing you guys earlier. All I would do is I would get an invoice from the brand. Either they would give it to me right after I placed the order, or I would email them and reach out and I'd be like, hey, I need some documentation for this order just to get the invoice. And what I do is I'd go to Amazon Seller Central. Let's just say Amazon was like, you're not eligible to sell this product. I would submit that documentation and Amazon would let me know, okay, hey, he bought this product from an authorized supplier, right? This supply chain or this inventory is actually real. Now I could help him get ungated for it. And all ungating is the process of being able to sell a product that is gated, right? Amazon does the gating thing on purpose because they don't trust you as a seller. So why would Amazon let you, a complete brand new person that they don't know, they don't trust, sell the premium brands on Amazon and make, 6 figures your first month? It just doesn't make sense. So this is something that they put for security to make sure that only legit and serious sellers are selling on their platform. Because you have to understand how powerful this Amazon platform is. When I tell you that the listing that we just seen that, it'll sell for 500 plus times a month, you could go in there, you could go in there and pick up 200 plus sales a month. 200 times what? 70? Let's do the math right now. You could do, right? You could do $14,000 in sales just with one listing. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Now imagine, right? This is probably on the higher end, but now imagine if you just had, 20, 25 products, right? Each making you $500 profit a month, right? That's a 10K profit a month. These are actionable, realistic steps that you could take and a proven system that you could follow to really actually make profitable money online. It's not something, it's not, I'm gonna, make TikToks and make Instagrams and do affiliate marketing and try to go viral, right? This is an actual business. And this is a repeatable process that's helped complete beginners, I'm talking complete beginners, come in and do their first 10K profit months and come in here and, this is my guy Mark over here who was able to buy his dream car just a couple of months ago, hit $30,000 in a single, and over here he started, this was in May, right? He started over here in his first 8 days of starting, he was able to hit, 2.4K a month. But right after that, he was able to buy, after a couple of months of sticking with it, he was able to buy his dream car, hit, 30K months consistently, which is genuinely insane. Same thing with my guy Donald over here, right? His first month, he did, 2.7K, then he did 20K, then he did 30K, and he went on to do 50. And right now, as I'm filming this video, he's at 60K per month. We're going to be doing an interview with him when he gets to his first 6-figure month. But I think you guys kind of get the point. The biggest thing is vehicle, right? You're probably, if you're even watching this video, you stuck to the end of this video, right? I'm going to be honest, you're probably fit to start an online business, right? You've just been looking for the right vehicle. Maybe you've tried high ticket sales. Maybe you tried all that stuff and you still weren't able to get success. And I don't even blame you, right? These are models that have worked, years ago, right? That it's become a lot harder to come in and consistently make money. And even if you do make money, right, you're just going to be doing a lot more work than you should be doing. I don't know about you guys, but the reason I started an online business was to free up my time while making money, and this model has been able to help me do that. So if you guys got some value from this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna leave 2 things in the descriptions that are going to help you guys a lot. The first thing is going to be a link in the description to work with us one-on-one, right? If you guys want to, you guys could overall do this by yourself, but if you guys want to overall just expedite the process, you value your time, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to book a one-on-one call with me. And then on the second link, I made an 8-hour course for completely free. And I've been getting text messages for the past couple of months saying this is one of the greatest videos that they've ever seen. So if you guys see that video, make sure you guys watch the 8-hour course. If you guys want to work with us one-on-one, just click the link in the description, book a one-on-one call with us. We're going to see where you're at, if we can even help you. And without further ado, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's go.